And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Broncos next.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Here's Brissett. He'll get that complete to Vele. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
19, set, go.
Brissett from the gun on third. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys he catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they'll be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. From the gun, it's a run from, and he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Well, the Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. And
he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You can look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would have...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Over the middle, he finds Vele. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Brissett. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Here's Brissett. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brissett now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. To throw, Brissett. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there.
Previous play is under review.
So they called it. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Waddle, the motion man right.
On play action, here's Tua.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Throwing. Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here's Achane.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Tua going to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
19. Go.
They go play action with Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Brissett. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead a give up the middle to Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
19. Set. Go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Go.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
19.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Third down and 13.
19. Good. Go.
Brissett. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
19.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the counter, here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
19. Okay. Go.
Here's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Play action now. Brissett.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now Tua.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Brissett. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards.
And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Go.
To throw is Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Go.
Fourth down, Brissett. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins
down 31-28. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Now it's the Broncos' turn, trailing by 4. A minute 56 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Finding Sutton.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here comes second down at 5. Now Brissett. We'll get that complete to Vele. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come up now on second down. Brissett. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Brissett. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10. 19. Go.
Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Brissett looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And it's incomplete. And still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.